Hi everyone, welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot. My name's christinamarialeifsdotter and I'm here to do a reading for Happy Cappy. And I usually am all right looking. I look a bloody mess, but that's because duty before beauty. So when you're running out of time, you just have to suck it up. I don't think it's going to affect my work at all. Let's have a look and see. Oh, I should tell you that there were no cards fell out in the, well, it did now. One fell out in the pre-shuffle. Oh, a broken heart, 3 of swords in the reverse. You're healing, Cappy. I don't know what you're carrying, but you're healing now. We all have pains, don't we? We all have things that need to be put right and within us. Yeah. And in the path of the soul, the oracle cards, you got fairies. That doesn't really sound like a card for Capricorn because it's not earthy enough, but Virgo has gotten that card once before, I remember. In the yogic path, you got prana, subtle essence of vital life force and breath, flexible and creative. And you also got a second card. I'm losing my voice, sorry. Dhyana, concentration and meditation with the intention to know the truth. Wow, that sounds pretty cool. Quick shuffle to see. What would you like for Capricorn to know? Spirit, a new start. And this card, the moon, it can be your own emotions that are a bit imbalanced, but it can also be one of your parents, your mother or your father. Now, okay. So what we'll do is, when I do the reading, I'll try to incorporate those 3 cards towards the end if I don't get a flash of idea during the laying them, and try to relate it back to the reading here. Right. We have a male Capricorn here. And because he's not upright, that tells me straight away he's not feeling all that well. And I don't know if he possibly has a relationship in his recent past, but against his will. He really didn't want to go anywhere. Or else it could be that he's missing a relationship in his life, of course. That's always possible. But I'll go back to the beginning. I'm sorry about the Swedish. There is a longing back to a time where money was more accessible. And feeling more happy, more easy, more happy-go-lucky. You wouldn't normally describe Capricorn as happy-go-lucky, but happy Cappy is a concept and there must be some truth in it. What I do see is that you, King of Pentacles here, you're a magician. Now that sounds a bit suspect maybe to a lot of people, but for me, the magician is an energy worker and very much a healer. And you are going to be using your own powers of manifestation, law of attraction, if you will, to attract something that's going to grow, something fertile, whatever that may be. If that's a company, maybe, I can put a few cards of clarity there. Often these people who are symbolized by the magician, I sometimes describe them as people who can walk into a room filled with people, but where the ambience is a bit low and, Yeah, not very high vibe. But when they've been there for a few minutes, the vibration rises and everybody in the room starts chatting away in a completely different way to what had been happening previously. You're one of those. It's a big privilege. Um, I'm really not sure here because they're coming up communication cards where things really aren't coming forth, and that probably has to do with your capacity to manifest. And again, it comes back to feeling, or probably a true lack of money. This is the Wheel of Fortune, symbolized by Lakshmi, the Indian goddess of fortune, luck, and happiness. And again, there's a card pertaining to your mother. So I wonder if maybe there's a family business here, and it's not making you happy, perhaps, or it's struggling maybe to survive, and maybe mom is the boss, and you have to work your way around her rather than being able to cooperate with her directly. That's very sad because I think you're business savvy. I think you're savvy in all ways, but you're very creative. They make a point of saying that here. This is the sun. It's the card of Leo. It symbolizes Leo, but it also symbolizes children, and that could be you in this case too, when it comes to this situation with your mother. But also, it shows artistry, the capacity to create beauty, which really isn't bad at all. Yeah, I'd like to go back and look at this card's beginnings, because this is the Buddha Tara, and when she appears, she symbolizes different cycles in our lives. Now, most of us work on 7-year cycles. That's what my cards have taught me, and that's what they say within Buddhism as well. But friends of numerology would beg to differ and say we work on 9 years, that we live in 9-year cycles. So you decide what suits you best. You just need to look in the rearview mirror and you can see what kind of time zone you work on. But I want to see what's the new. Yeah, it's very much, this is so interesting. Healing card. I think the situation with the family business, I insist on it. There's a family business here that's wobbling, and you have gone from now being a young man to a businessman. It didn't happen yesterday, possibly not tomorrow, but you're very much in the process. And this is very interesting too, because this card, tradition, it's not called tradition, it's Juno. She was a Roman goddess that was consulted by the Romans, the women, for advice on their marriage. Now, she's also, of course, a very strong symbol for women, and she comes in the reverse. Now, the business has to do with the probably overseas matters. So it's a difficult time to travel. I don't know that it's that, but I think, so much can be done on the internet these days. You don't have to meet in person. You can make deals over the internet. And I think this is what you need to do, that you need to expand, or you need to find new avenues for your business, because transformation card in reverse, that's going to keep you stuck, and it's going to run the business right into the ground eventually. You want to really embrace the transformation. It's the time of transformation for us all, on whatever level, because it's in our private lives, it's in our work life, it's in our national lives. The pandemic is so scary, and it's so horrible in so many ways, and the price is just immeasurable. in terms of human despair and unhappiness, but in the long run, and I think your business is one of them, it's going to be for the better. Yeah, apart from the hurt. It's going to be good for us all. We're going to learn and we're going to understand, and we have to accept certain things. We have to accept that we need to be flexible to survive. That's the first thing. Now, I see a woman here in a water sign. So a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. She's in the reverse too. And I see a very strong bond to her, but I also see a younger man than her who's quite cold. And I have the feeling maybe that's you, Cappy. It's not unusual if we have a lot of air in our horoscopes, Aries, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, then we're quite scared to commit. It's a dirty word for many air signs. You're not an air sign, you're an earth sign, and really your whole being wants to commit. But I think because of the situation you're finding yourself in, everything else is put on hold. So what I would recommend is that you focus on that. Your queen in cups is a little bit nervous and a little bit unbalanced, but she will be there. And you're going to be busy. You're finding your power. You're finding your power, and you're challenging your family. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to require a lot of you, but you will fix this. You're going to turn this ship around. Let it take the time it needs. So that was it from the tarot. Let's have a look at the oracle cards. And then we got the fairies. You're being asked to watch for situations that may get you fired up, indeed. Remember, every experience you have is a part of your learning, for sure. If you do find yourself in an uncomfortable situation, do your best to stay in the moment. Be mindful and do not allow yourself to slip back into old patterns. By staying true to who you are now, you will find the situation will resolve easily. The fairies are showing you the magic of staying present and heart-centered. Well, there's the magician in you too. You really have a really good contact with these fairies that are showing you the way. And the situations that get you fired up, well, of course, you know that already. That's the situation with the family business. Yeah. Let's have a look at the other ones. Prana. Subtle essence of vital life force and breath. Flexible and creative. When you are pranaful, you're beaming with vital life force. Energy flows easily throughout your body, and you're at one with divine consciousness. Yeah, this goes back to the magician again, doesn't it? You dance through life with fluid movement, and your energy extends out of your body, felt by those surrounding you. You're in control of your breath and utilize it to move life force around you, bringing your mind, body, and spirit into balance. Continue to breathe into the light that exists within you. This is your connection to universal pranic energy. So nice. But you also got Diana, I don't know how you pronounce it. Concentration and meditation with the intention to know the truth. When was the last time you fully became immersed in what you were doing? Dhyana is when the dancer becomes the dance. I lost that. The singer becomes the song. The painter becomes the paint, and the lover becomes the love. There is no difference between the doer and the deed. You merge as one. You've pulled the Dhyana card to remind you that now is the time to transition from doing to embodying. Find that which you can merge with and practice it fully. Become the words in your journal, the asana in your practice, the nature with which you surround yourself, and notice your presence expand. Wow, how cool was that? If you have any questions about this reading or questions in general, you can always get in contact with me on the email in the description box. Also, if you'd like to have your own reading, you're very welcome to contact me for that. It'll set you back $50, €50, £50 or it's not 50, it's 30. €30, 30, $30, £30 or 300 Swedish krona. And I will do my best to help you, to answer your questions. Maybe get in contact with your guide or contact with spirit, somebody that's passed, or look at your love situation, relationships, whatever. There's one exception to the price list, and that's if you happen to be living in Africa or India or some other country where that kind of money just isn't accessible for a tarot reading. Don't let that stop you. Get in contact with me anyway, and I'll do my best to help you. And also, please, pretty please, like the video, share it if you can, and also if you would consider subscribing, I'd be so happy. Thank you very much for watching. Love and light. Bye.